everybody. Thank you. Look at my breakfast. It's so delicious. I am Polly McKinney, Advocacy Director at Voices for Georgia's Children, and welcome to my 2-minute take. Today I'm in a little bit of a hurry because my sister and brother-in-law are coming, and I'm so excited that I got all these flowers. And I only have a few minutes to do this, so we're going to be very fast when Sky finishes at the refrigerator. So this week at the Capitol was quite a week. A number of things happened, but we'll just talk about the most interesting ones. This week, one of the big things that happened was the adoption bill that we've all been talking about now for 2 or 3 years, taken up early in the session by the Senate, and they took out the religious freedom language that they put in at the end of last year, and they added a language from a bill that the governor had vetoed at the end of last year, kicked it back over to the House. The House was like, so they negotiated their way between the governor's office and the Senate and the House. They negotiated their way to fix the language of the stuff that had been vetoed. The House still they negotiated a little bit on the adoption-y parts, but they had some stakes in the ground that they didn't want to change. Put their sub in with all this stuff in it, passed it. Representative Reeves, the sponsor of the bill, who's been working super hard for like 3 years, made one of my favorite speeches I've ever heard about the bill on the floor on Thursday, right before the vote. It passed unanimously out of the House, and now it's in the Senate for an agree. So we're hoping that the Senate will just simply agree to the bill, and then we can move on with the world. People are coming in my front door, as usual. They can't just do this easily. That's true. One of the few things he keeps doing. Just saying. It's Grand Central. My hairline. That jacket looks familiar. So this is my world. This is the world I live in every day. Other news, so the amended budget passed. It passed out of committee and is waiting in the House, pending the approval of the adoption bill in the Senate. One very important thing that we all found out this week was that Mrs. Deal, the First Lady, is undergoing treatment for stage 1 breast cancer. And just a note, they have been very transparent about this, and Mrs. Deal is adamant that women get mammograms. And so I'm telling you right now, I know it doesn't seem like it has a lot to do with kids, but it does because it affects the whole family. So get your mammogram if you're female. We wish her all the best. She's a strong, wonderful woman. I think she will weather this just fine. Everybody's having fun over there. Hey, Dexter, you have to take a picture of the chicken if you're going to squeeze the chicken while I'm recording. Okay. So, don't laugh at me, Dexter. He's so cute. He's just laughing and laughing. So your action alert this week is like kind of light. I hope that by the time you're watching this video, the adoption bill would have been agreed to in the Senate and passed out. So hopefully we won't have to say anything about that. But what I would like for you to do is a couple of things. One, I'd like you to register for the Voices Legislative Reception, which is February 21st. I would also like for you guys to pay attention to the GBI and a bunch of partners like DFACS and Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and Voices and Department of Education, Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities, that's a long one, are having a press conference on the 8th at the Capitol about suicide prevention. It's really an important thing. We've had a huge surge in the state on suicide, youth suicide. So we're all engaged in these preventive videos that we've made. And so that happens on the 8th. And keep your eyes out for those videos because we'll be sending out links to them as soon as the press conference is over. I think that's all I have. Have a really great week, and we will see you next week. Probably with not so many flowers. Bye.